welcome back. Hope everybody got their bacon and ice cream. Tony, I don't see a bowl.
Hopefully not in the same bowl.
Not in the same bowl, please. All right, so Joe asked me, apparently he's had some questions about the website and where to find things, so I'm just going to give a quick walkthrough. Feel free to break in with any questions. I can explain those along the way. So when you first show up on the website, this is what you'll find. Yes, these are probably not the best pictures, but they're the ones that I found in my archive. If anybody has some that fit this format, it's about 1x4. Feel free to shoot them to me and we can put them in the slideshow. Then further down below this, you'll find all of our current events and news items that are current, and they are all sorted by newest first. So the newest thing that we've put up here is the Peak to Peak event, volunteers on the air, and as you go down, there's different things. I would like to bring your notice to this area here, which is upcoming Hamfest events and contests, Swap Fest, whatever. So we put in everything that we know about. If you've got an event, let me know. I'll get it in the list. And then just as Joe was pushing Santa and Peak to Peak, I'll put in a plug for the events I'm involved with. So Never Summer coming up in July, Red Feather Jamboree in September, and Blue Sky Marathon in October. Those are all trail running events. Everybody that's worked one of those has had a great time helping out. We go out there and set up at the aid stations. So feel free to contact those folks if you want to volunteer some time. We have our notice of the board meeting, which we do on Zoom these days. Everybody is welcome to join in. You just won't, you probably fall asleep halfway through because they're not generally that exciting.
I only did that once, Derek.
I know. Yep. Nope.
Apparently not.
Never do. Over on the side here, big blue buttons here that say if you want to join or renew, you can click there. Or if you'd like to donate something to the club, we definitely appreciate that as well. And there's the login section here. Everybody that's a member should have a login. I encourage you to use that. So I will go ahead and actually, let me point one thing out here. You'll notice we've got 6 items up here right now. And if you log in, you'll get some extras. So we'll go ahead and log in. And now we've got an extra one out here for my information. So let me just start through in here. So our club, one of the good ones is meeting information. So it talks a little bit about general club meetings and board meetings. But down here you'll see agenda, minutes, and budget reports for all of our meetings going back many years here. So you can see what we've done and how that's happened over the years. Club officers, if you forget who the trustee or somebody is, you can go in here and find out. Our current trustee is Wayne Hall. Also with links, so you can click on any of these links and send email to anyone. And I thought there was a board link. I don't see it here, but I will put that one on there. So you can send to the entire board at once. Mission statement, bylaws, if you ever have any interest in reading the bylaws. Yeah, question?
Comment.
Yes.
I didn't know until Wednesday that there was an Elmer's mailing list as well.
Yes.
So that might go on there as well.
Okay, yeah, the question was someone had not realized there was an Elmer's mail list. And that should be on the front page.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah. It's 3/4 of the way down, though.
Okay. We'll have to give that a bump up and bring that up to the foreground again. Bylaws, if anybody wants to know what rules we follow as a club, it's all laid out there. Great if you ever have insomnia and need to fall asleep. Nets. This is a good one. We've got various club nets and other nets happening in the area. So if you happen to know of a net that you'd like to get listed, again, let me know.
Darren?
Yes.
It might be nice to list the third Thursday as a Zoom, I stupidly sat there trying to listen to the net of this last Thursday, and then the day after realized it was an actual Zoom meeting and not on the radio.
Right. Okay. Good point. I will update that. And this is one of those things where the information on this website is only as good as the information I get. So if anybody knows anything, has suggestions, has comments, send them to me. I'm happy to get things up here.
Here's another one for the net.
Yep.
The Colorado section, the AWRO Colorado section, that second Monday of the month. It's already on the front page. We might want to list it on the Nets page, the Nets page as well.
Yeah, the only problem with, the only problem with that is we're having problems with our repeater system.
Okay.
To be able to do that. We're thinking right now about moving it to the 2-meter side. So it would, I guess I've got added capabilities on this too, so there's a list of repeaters on their site. I don't know, Darren, it just, if you want to do it, that's fine, but it's on the front page.
Yeah, we'll put it on there. It's a net.
Just a thought.
No, that's a good thought. Again, here's another place where you can go to the same place to join or renew your membership. Online memberships. It's one of those things, if you join in person with cash or check, it's $25. If you do it through the online, it's $26 to cover the PayPal fee. Pretty simple to do. Just call, sign, email address, buy it now, and go check out through PayPal. We have a lot of folks do that. The other option is to print out the registration form and send it to our address. So I had a question earlier during the break what our address is, so you can always go here and find the mailing address. Newsletters. Ann has done such a wonderful job with all of these newsletters, the Tribander, and we've got a number of these posted up here. Some of them go back to before she took it over as well. So if you want to go back and see what was interesting to the club in the Tribander, you can look there. We also have, I don't know if anybody's got any of the NCARC merch here today. I don't see any. But we've got hats, jackets, polo shirts, things like that are all available through Angela's embroidery. She does a wonderful job and has worked with the club for many years.
I tried to reach her recently, and I tried to email her recently, and she hasn't responded, so.
Really?
Give her a phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely call her. I know she's had some health problems, so give her a call, and if she doesn't do that, let me know, and I'll get with her.
Okay.
Okay?
But she does a wonderful job, and she also does custom things too. So if you don't like these jackets or you've got your own shirt or something like that, she can definitely work with you on that as well.
You're talking about Angela, right?
Angela, yeah. Yeah, she is wonderful there. And then at the bottom here, whoops, we've got our own store. You can check out this through PayPal, or you can talk to Joe and get these items delivered at a monthly meeting. But we just started this last year, so we've got t-shirts, stickers, patches, and keychains. So, got all of those available. On to repeaters. So if you ever have a question like we had a minute ago about the UNC repeater, we have all of our repeaters listed here along with UNC. I think The equipment list, I think it's been a year or so since James updated that. So a few of those items might be out of date, but it's pretty close. Also down at the bottom here, we've got a map with locations of where all the repeaters are in case you're looking to do your own coverage maps or wonder if you can see those repeaters. And then we've got a spot here for other repeaters in the area, non-NCARC repeaters that people have asked us to list. So things like CSU, LRA, WARS, Estes Park, things that are of local interest. We got a set of repeater guidelines. This is what we expect of members using our repeaters. It's all basic sense.
Conduct.
Basically conduct. Don't curse, be courteous, let other people break in. Nothing too surprising here, but we figured we'd post that and make sure everybody's aware of them. Resources is a big one here. So you can go into resources and you can pick up recordings of the tech nets, some various recordings of some of the special nets we've done, presentations from these club meetings, DMR Q&A sessions that we did, a bunch of different club presentations, including some of the stealth antenna stuff that was extremely popular. Hamlet presentations, if anybody's ever done one of the Hamlet sessions, those are great. And this one, yes.
I want everybody to take a look where it says NCARC book library. We've had this library for 5 years and no one's checked out anything. If you, yeah, I do not have any like general class and stuff like that because it changes too tough. But if you're interested in something like that, check out something. But nobody's ever checked it out. In fact, I had it at my place, finally moved it down the shed because I thought, why have I got to sit in here because nobody wants this stuff. So, you know, check it out. If you're not interested, that's fine. But if you are interested, there's a lot of good stuff there. Thank you.
All right. And then on, we've got useful links that might be useful to hams. So different calculators, different websites here. The Yagi calculator is a good one. I've used that before. Radio mobile to map coverage for transmitter. Lots of good things there.
Darren.
Yes, sir.
On that, is there a link you have on there yet for the calculations for RF exposure that were under the new rules now in the FCC?
I do not. Do you have that link?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But it is, there's a link to the ARRL that will have it.
Yeah, I think it's on the ARRL.net.org site. I think there's a page on the ARRL site for that.
RF exposure, HF exposure.
Okay. Yeah, for the HF exposure. So I will get a link in there for the ARRL RF exposure that we are just now, I think, a month into being required to do. Some logging software, different ham retailers that we've got going there. You know, you switched me away.
How'd you do that?
I didn't do it. But we've got different ham retailers, so HRO, Gigaparts, Universal Radio, PowerWorks, some good ones there. Most experienced folks know all these sites, but some of the newer folks, it's nice to have that list. Non-ham retailers that can carry things useful to hams, and links to other clubs in the area. So if you ever want to contact somebody else, we've got all those links there as well. Weather is just a link to some NOAA pages for local weather. Nothing too interesting there. On to a great part of the site that we just brought on, I think last year, is the for sale site. I got tired of trying to list and update all of these things. So this is all in your hands. Once you're logged in, over on the side here, you'll see a menu item to add a for sale item. So you can go in here. Any member that is logged in, you have to be logged in to do it. You can create an item. Let me put this down. What's that?
I think your T's are ours. Rear item. Rear.
So you can go in here, you can edit this, you can add pictures to it. So this will allow you to upload a picture. Obviously, folks have done that. And then when you are happy with it, you hit save. And then you look at for sale, and now you've got a new item there. So any member is free to use this. Non-members can read it, but only members can add items to it. Items are listed for 30 days and then automatically fall off the list. So that way we don't have things up there for 3 years. You can go in and edit your items at any time. If you happen to list multiple items, you can go in and edit things. And when you're done, if it sells quick, you can delete it on your own. Any questions about adding for sale items? This is a great thing. I know Mike's used it a lot. And we've got a 13 kilowatt generator up there right now. And it looks like an antenna tuner. So feel free to use that. It's a great way to get equipment notices out to the rest of the club. Forums. This is something that we had on there for a number of years. No one ever used it, so I pulled it off, and then I had somebody say, hey, where did the forums go? So I turned it back on, and it's been kind of dead ever since. So if somebody doesn't start doing something with this, then probably going to pull this off again. But you're welcome to go in and look at posts by folks. You can add a new forum topic at any time. Reply to them just like any of the other online forums. So I would encourage you to use this. Any questions or anything else that you might have on there? So the last one, which I think is going to be of particular use to a lot of folks, is my information. So you can go into my account and you can get a list, just a text readout of what you have. I've written a custom plugin to the website to manage payments. So if you go under my payments, you'll see your information here, what date you joined, your membership date, and what your current expiration date is. That's one of those that everybody asks at the end of the year, oh, did I renew? Well, you can go right here to find out. You can find out family information. So all of our memberships are family memberships. So if you have family members, you can see them listed here as well. One comment here is that we have two different types of family members. We have family members that have logins. So if both of you have logins, we link them together. And if either one of you goes to this page, you'll see the same information. We also have non-user family members, which are people that you've just listed on the form and we don't have emails, didn't make a login, anything like that for them. So both those types of users are listed here. And then at the bottom is your payment history. So you can go back in time and say, okay, you joined with cash on November 1st. Sometimes I'll put comments in here, check numbers, or comments about the payment. And method, so you can see cash or PayPal, however we received that. So you can go in here and you can look back and say, did I renew? When did I renew? What was the check number? All of that kind of stuff is right there. You can go in and edit my account. We have people all the time that say, hey, I moved email addresses. So you can go in and edit your email address right here. You can put in a picture which really isn't being used. You can change your name, update your license class if you upgraded. Keep whether or not you're an ARRL member. Every once in a while we get comments from ARRL about how many members we have. We got a volunteering section. So if you wish to volunteer for event communications, Hamfest, or Peter Trips, or Club Net Control, you can do that, and when we're looking for people, we will try to hit those lists. Share information. I can't tell you the number of times I have people ask me, can we get a roster of the club? Well, I like to protect your information. I don't want your information getting out on nefarious websites. So I've always had to say no in the past. But for anybody that has clicked this box here, we share that information with other club members. So if you've said, yes, you can share my email with a club member, and that way if they're trying to get a hold of you for something they heard on the air, some question they had, whatever, I can do that. We maintain a social mailing list. So this is an unmoderated mail list that by default you're on when you join. If you've chosen that, okay, I don't want to listen to that, then you can opt out of social and I'll pull your name off that list. So far, that list has been very well received and is, got some really good information flowing through that. It is unmoderated, so that means that any member can send to it at any time and it does not get blocked or anything. The other mail list that you probably got is members, and that is one for official club business only. So that will be notices of board meetings, club meetings, official club events, things like that. The social one, somebody has a question, somebody wants to sell an item, whatever. Try to keep it ham related. And the last checkbox there for your account is VE. So if you happen to be VE, go ahead and check that. And then if we ever have need of that, particularly Hamfest times, we know that and we can go pull your emails and contact you. Any questions about doing this? All right. The last thing in here is your membership card. I used to print these things out and hand them out, and I would have about 10% of them go out, and about 90% of them were in my bag for the year until the end of the year, and I'd shred them. So now if you want a membership card, you can go out and to this page, print it out yourself with a pair of scissors, and you've got yourself a membership card that identifies you as an official member of the club. Oh, how did that? Yeah. So. Yep. So that's the website walkthrough. Any questions or anything you'd like to see added? Out here on the side here, we've got our Hamfest sponsors. So we're very thankful of them. And also some HF propagation information. So this is a little widget that updates continuously.
Thank you, Darren.
Everybody still awake?
Yeah.
Okay.
This presentation was brought to you by the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club. For more information, visit our website, ncarc.net. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.